unexpected game. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the UTEP Miners. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Warhawks will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Hands it off. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Finds his big tight end. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now, just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Wide receiver going in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. He'll pull it down. Got a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. They'll keep it on the ground. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Needs it here on 4th down. Moving out to the right. Sweet cut there. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Out wide right, it's Thomas. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early against zone coverage. Because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the 1st down.
Quick give. It's Jones. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. He's past the sticks. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Smith with the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Colson. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And the Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Under pressure, and he avoids the sack.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They'll run the screen. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Miners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bounces out, looking for that line. It's Jones. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. On the option. Now the pitch. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Move to his right. He's going to run it. Firing to the right, complete. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on fourth. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Niners. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. A huge play for this defense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. And he gets rid of it.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Second and long here. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down. Slips a tackle and he's got room. There's a crease. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
The blocking doesn't have to be perfect because this guy makes people miss and creates explosive plays.
Yeah, yards after contact really has been a big part of this rushing offense this season and obviously in this game as well. They've got guys that give tremendous individual effort. They are hard to bring down.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top on second down. Keeping his eyes downfield. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Snaps on fourth down. Still looking to his right. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hits inside, it's Jones. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Drops back on 1st down. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rolls right. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Sun Devils with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Still looking. Gets rid of it. Had to force that one.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. And the Warhawks are in the hurry-up. Powers inside. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moving to his left.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Keeps it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. A designed run for the quarterback. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. First down here for the offense.
Here we go. Ready, go.
This is a designed run. It's a fumble on the play. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, gonna throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Warhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? Buying time to his right. Going for 6. Touchdown, Warhawks. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
To throw, it's Colson. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Looking for room at the 40. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right side, it's Jones. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get over. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
The give. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
A little midweek action to keep you going. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Straight ahead, it's Jones. All over him immediately.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Colson. The screen, he's got wheels. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down, and you're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
To the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, UTEP! Ready to try the point after. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll set up to throw. Flush to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, UL Monroe. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. From inside the 10, here he comes. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Colson. Stepping to the right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Kick is in the air. Is that crazy or genius? Oh, no guts, no glory, man. Here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking for the edge. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
2nd down to the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
A run for the quarterback. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Rush is on. Got out of trouble and throws. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under pressure. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Anderson. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He makes a catch. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Drops back on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires quickly. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They want to throw it. Lets it fly to the end zone, and it's picked off. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. If they won the game today, that's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity.